Hey everyone, welcome to round number 2. We are on the play. I decided to keep. We've got both our colors and a solid curve. Looks like our opponent kept as well. So let's get things started here. It's not clear what this is yet. Could be red-green monsters, potentially. Which is something I would like to play against, red-green monsters. It's a very popular deck, and I consider it to be a good matchup, so... although some of the matches are actually really close when I play it. I do win most of them, but it's very rarely a blowout. Yeah, and that seems to be what it is. So I have the option of Thassa or Nightveil Specter. I think Thassa's what we want. I want to scry and I want to attack for 5. And, like, exiling the top card of the library typically isn't that relevant. I'd rather just get the scries and get the extra damage. Alright, I wonder what I'll have this turn. The Polakranos would probably be his best card, but it looks like it's a Courser. Alright, and I guess this is actually the Jund Monsters build, which I think is a little easier just because their mana base is a little shakier. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and cast Specter, activate Thassa, and get in for 8. And I will take note of the cards that he's drawing over here on the side. Obviously, Gorklan Rampager is kind of a key card to play around. Oh, and he's also playing Vraska, some interesting tech. Alright, looks like the Specter's going down. We do only have 3 devotion right now. The Deputy will give us 4, so hopefully we get the 5th. Yeah, I'd obviously rather keep my Cloudfin around, so I'll just counter the Dreadbore. Alright, so he's got Gorklan in his hand. That's one of the 4 cards, and the next turn we'll be seeing a Vraska. We definitely don't want Hallowed Fountain. Specter's nice. Alright, so at this point he's practically dead. Not actually dead, but practically dead. Nice thing too is that we leave up Deputy mana, so if he goes to kill our Specter, we can bounce it back and then have Thassa active next turn again, regardless of our draw. It's actually very nice. Alright, and he's just conceding, so that was pretty quick win. He just stumbled on 4 lands, which is surprising given the fact that he had the Courser, but I mean, that does happen sometimes, so let's move on to game 2. And I just like it to kill the Polakranos and the Stormbreath Dragons. And I typically take out the Nightveil Specters. They're, of course, very good in that game. Well, we can also take Deputy. Deputy's not good either. But generally the problem with Spectre is that it's just kind of like a 3-mana 2/3 and doesn't do anything else. You can't really actually cast the cards that you take with it typically. And sometimes these decks, they'll typically have like removal. They'll have things like Dreadbore and yeah, I guess mainly just things like Dreadbore. Sometimes they even board like Plummet. So yeah, I think we'll do that. It's just not really mana efficient enough, although it is great at contributing to our devotion. Alright, so he kept after a little bit of thought. I'm going to keep 2. Tidebinder is one of the best cards in this matchup. And, I mean, this hand does need a 3rd land, but Temple will scry, so I think we'll get there. Alright, just Overgrown Tomb pass. I'll play Temple. I don't really want a Judge's Familiar, so I'll just ship it to the bottom and say go. Alright, Sylvan Caryatid once again. Yeah, I'd rather not play my Tidebinder. I think I just want to play my tap land and scry again. Yeah, I guess D-Sphere will be good if he plays a 4-drop next turn, so I'll just leave it on top. Huh, just a pass. That's kind of interesting. I guess, in that case, Thassa it is. He might have, like, an Unravel the Aether or something, but if he does, we just have another Thassa. Alright, we're gonna see the Storm Breath. Alright, I think... Ooh, a Mist Cutter. It's actually pretty brutal. Yeah, I think I'll have to keep that one on top. I mean, we have 3 Tidebinders, so I'm just gonna play 2 of them so we can beat with Thassa, because at this point, our only hope of winning here is to outrace this Mistcutter Hydra. I'm guessing he's gonna fight and kill the other one. Yeah. Alright, things are not looking too good for us here. Yeah, I wouldn't say that Cloudfin particularly helps our cause. We just drew another one anyways. Yeah, I think let's go Master Waves. It does represent 6 damage. We kind of need to put on pressure as quickly as we can, because we're going to be dead pretty soon. Ooh, Xenagos. Yeah, we're indeed going to be dead very soon. He's actually going to have, the 7, well, if he had casted the Elvish Mystic, he would have had 7 Devotion. Yeah, and we're dead. We can't beat, I think we're dead. Hold on, let's see, we have, well, we could hit him for 13, except he has the Sylvan Caryatid to block. That's actually pretty smart of him, because if he had casted the Elvish Mystic, we could have D-sphered it, and yeah, we could have D-sphered, casted Tidebinder, and then killed him. But yeah, sadly, we cannot do this here. We'll just move on to game 3. Being on the play for game 3 is nice. It'll definitely help, I think. We have 5 lands. One of them's a Hallowed Fountain, one of them's a Mutavault. We've got a 1 and a 2. We'd kind of be, if we kept this, we'd kind of be hoping to just slam a bunch of good cards. Problem is, this deck doesn't really mulligan particularly well. Yeah, I don't think the average 6 is much better than this, unfortunately. I might regret keeping this, but I guess we'll see. Well, Master Waves will help a little. I think I'll just attack with Judge's Familiar. I don't want to offer up the Frostburn for the Courser trade. Oh geez, Golgari Charm. Well, I guess we're probably, well, I mean, he doesn't have a black source. We theoretically could play Master Waves, but I guess we're not now, because Placernos kind of makes that a non-option. Yeah, and all of a sudden we're kind of stuck here. Yeah, but I also don't really see... Well, I guess I could wait until I draw a Detention Sphere or a Rapid Hybridization and then play Master. That would pretty much be the other option. So yeah, I think I am just gonna play the Master. I don't really see what other choice I have. Alright, so he has a Golgari Charm in his hand. Oh, and he has the other land. That kind of sucks. Now he can kill our Judge Familiar and our Master. Oh, and there's the Detention Sphere. Yeah, I guess I should have just not played the Master last turn, but there's no way to really know that I was going to draw that, of course. Well, and there's the Blood Crypt. Yeah, I think we're kind of screwed now. Alright, I'll try to hang on somehow here. Oh, and he has Dreadbore, so yeah, we're not doing too well here. Oh, he actually doesn't have Dreadbore mana. He is... Well, okay, now he does. Or he could just cast Mistcutter. That would work too. Yeah. Gotta block like this or I'm dead. And, well, I mean, Devotion would be 6, but doesn't stop us from just dying. Alright, looks like our opponent got this one, despite the fact that I do consider this a pretty good matchup. Games 2 and 3 just didn't go too well. This is Alan Pennington with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.